everyone to the FIA Formula 2 Championship in 2025. It is Grand Prix Sunday and that can mean only one thing. It is feature race day for Formula 2 and it's time for the main race of their weekend. We do it around the Red Bull Ring here at Austria, a circuit which has allowed the stars of the future to be the stars of now in this specific arena, in this time slot of the Grand Prix weekend. It has been an important installment of every F2 year and it really allows the drivers to put their talent on show. 4.3 kilometers, 2.6 miles, 40 laps coming your way for this feature race and 3 DRS zones to aid the drivers with some overtaking. 10 turns in total, a few kinks in there, which they do not worry about in these Dallara built machines. And this is going to be very much an interesting and exciting 1 hour coming our way. This is how they line up for that 1 hour of racing. It is Luke Browning, part of the Williams Driver Academy, starting 22nd. Next to him, John Bennett in 21st. Next up on the grid, we have Ferrari Driver Academy member Dino Beganovic, 20th for him. Sammy Megatuni for Trident is alongside. Richard Rashaw is 18th, the highly experienced Richard Rashaw, of course, and it is the lead Trident of Max Esterson, he's 17. Joshua Dirksen, carrying the hopes of a nation, he's taken them up all the way to Formula 2 and got a win there, and he will have a hard task doing that from 17th. He's alongside Oli Goethe. Villa Gomez and Roman Stanek share the next door of the grid, and then it is a teammate row of Arvid Lindblad up against Pepe Martin. Row 6 for the Campos boys. Jack Crawford is next up, next to Kian Shields. They are 10th and 9th in position. And then we find ourselves with the Premiers together. Gabriele Mini beaten by his teammate Sebastian Montoya. Next up in position is Kush Miney, next to Alex Dunn. The Irishman will go from P5. Row 2 is going to be seeing reigning Formula 3 champion Leonardo Fornaroli and Amri Cordeal. Next to him, trying to attack the two ahead, the ART teammates of Victor Martins and Ritoma Miata, who will start on pole position. Here come the lights in Austria. And Formula 2 is racing in Spielberg. Great getaway off the line for Alex Dunn. Already shooting past his teammate. Going past Fornaroli. It's Miata who leads. Will Martins be in second place or can Dunn roar past? There was very nearly contact there between the pair of them. They got super tight and close together on the apex. But it's Miata building a big advantage. We're battling for second, third, fourth and fifth as we throw it down to turn number 3. And it's going to be Martins who stays ahead. And Amri Cordeal flicks one down the inside and he hits his teammate. The Rodin Motorsport pair collide down at turn number 3 and it's Alex Dunn who is sent facing the wrong way. The safety car is out. Everyone having to take avoiding action and get on the brakes, but that is not what Rodin wanted and that will be an interesting team debrief later on. That is very much a big disappointment for them and Amri Cordeal is there continuing on. And wow, what a start to the race we have had. ART 1-2, but there's a lot that has happened in between all of that on the first tour of 40. And Miata knows nothing about it. What a comfortable advantage he had. There's Alex Dunn. He looks to be able to continue as well. So, let's take a look. Alex Dunn absolutely is about to shoot off the line. There we go. It was really a great getaway. He gets past his teammate. He gets past Fornaroli. He's alongside Victor Martins now. Now watch this, into the first turn. By the way, the contact is under investigation. That is when they get so close together as well on the apex. But it's well controlled, well handled. They both continue on and now make their way through the kink of 2, but this is where you're focused on. Watch Cordeal. He has to back out of it up against Fornaroli. He sends it up the inside, aiming to get past Fornaroli, but he's so late on the brakes that he wipes out his teammate.
Just crashed straight into the back of me.
Yeah, it's not going to be an interesting debrief. I would like a ticket, to be fair, for that. The conversations that will be going on are not going to be quite healthy, I am sure. Now let's watch this from the driver himself. You can see Dunn and Martins get very much into each other basically on the exit. But they're well behaved. Fornaroli's alongside. Now watch this. This is sensible from Cordial. He backs out of it. There's not room there. There's not going to be room there. Fornaroli was always going to shut the door. It's sensible driving to get back up the inside of Fornaroli, but the issue he's got is he's so late on the brakes that then he's quite literally into his teammate. And there was a whole gaggle of them going together, meaning that you did not have the space to be so much later, get some room, and basically take full control basically of the apex. So very much a dramatic start, and Fornaroli doing well as well to take avoiding action. Alex Dunn trying now to recover in this race. He is all over the back of Kian Shields, the lead AIX driver. Looking to try and go on the defensive, but keep your eye on Villagomez as well. So, Villagomez looking for it. It'll be Dunn dishing out the overtake round the outside. Good bit of racing there between the pair. But racing that will not continue on between those two. Instead, it's going to be Villagomez that will also get past Shields, who loses 2 positions. Dunn to 10th, Villagomez to 11th, and Shields drops all the way down to P12 in the order. What a start it has been. Okay, let's take a look at Villagomez. So, he's going to fancy now some room here on the outside. But Dunn's, of course, going to be like, nope, I want that bit of road. Because of how defensive Shields was going, there was no chance on the inside. So Dunn's able to go for the correct bit of room and exit way ahead. And it was very much a compromised line and a poor exit for Shields. And that meant he was out-dragged by another driver. This time, Villagomez, who got by turn 4. Okay, is this now turning into the race of overtakes by Alex Dunn? There's another one for you. Up the inside, and Gabriele Mini can do absolutely nothing. And Alex Dunn roars by and moves up to 9th place in the order. The road impair still under investigation, by the way. Okay, this is Jack Crawford now looking to defend. He'll park it in the middle. Alex Dunn picks the outside line and roaring the long way round. Well, you'd usually wait until turn number 3. Not if you're Alex Dunn. Not if you have so many overtakes to do today. And critically, he was behind at the detection point, so he got the DRS. Crawford didn't, and it means he's under pressure from Gabriele Mini, looking to send the car round the outside, very close on the apex. Kramer versus Dams Lucas Oil, and it's Kramer who win out that fight, and Crawford drops all the way down to 10th. Villagomez in behind as well. Let's send it over the line. So this is going to be now the defense coming in from Shields. Shields will defend, and Oliver Gertha will go all the way round the outside, and that will be move complete. It is a 10-second time penalty for the driver who's right now in 3rd for making the contact up against his teammate. So Cordial's got a penalty. Roman Static's looking for a move all the way around the outside through turn number 3. Can he get it done? Good exit off the corner, and place taken. Nicely done, Roman Static. Past Kian Shields as well, and there is quite a lot that has been going on there. Back to Oliver Gertha, looking to make another move round the outside. He'll go up Villagomez, and he'll send it a long way round. We're seeing all of the overtakes come in really at turn number 1 now. The drivers are like, no, I'm not waiting. I'm just going to get it done and deal with it later on. But if you do it well, you can get the DRS for the next straight as well, which is why we're seeing it be done so successfully by drivers. Not successfully in that case. Off, wide, goes Oliver Gertha. Arvid Lindblad momentarily goes through as well. Villagomez takes the place. Can Gertha hang on up against Lindblad? And the 2 Red Bull Juniors going for it. Inside line for Lindblad. This is really close between the pair of them, and it's Oliver Gertha in the number 5 who will be ahead by the time we get down to turn number 6. And well, if you're supporting one of 3 Red Bull back juniors, it was quite the moment there. Okay, Max Esterson. Let's see what he's been up to in the Trident. Also driver who's come from the sim racing route. And you'll be making a lot of moves around the outside like that when it comes to iRacing. And there was another one. But this time, fighting himself up through the AIX. Okay, Alex Dunn, higher back driver, all over the back of Sebastian Montoya, sends one up the inside. He got past one Kramer easily, he gets past another one, with a bit more work in terms of showing the elbow to Montoya, but does end up getting through as well. This is Goethe and up against Villagomez, and these two going for it. And Villagomez does not have the DRS, Goethe does, and it means he's inching ahead by the time we throw it down to turn number 4, and he's going to be moving past, moving through, and the Red Bull Junior at the Red Bull Ring. Will he be able to take this place? Will he be able to keep it round the outside of turn number 6? This is going to be a really close moment, a moment of brinkmanship, and it is Oliver Goethe who resists and keeps ahead. Right, next battle. This is Alex Dunn, getting closer to Kushmaini. Can Maini stay ahead? Can he defend it? Alex Dunn sends it up the inside. They meet together on the apex, and Maini stays ahead, but he's going to be under serious pressure by the time they go downhill into turn 4. Can Dunn make the late send? He's definitely getting there. He's half a car length alongside. He's now a full car length alongside. They're basically level, and Dunn is inching ahead now, heading through to turn 6. How brave can Maini be? He's been late on the brake so far in his Formula 2 career. This time, he's having to brave it. This time, he's having to keep his foot in, but it's Alex Dunn roaring by, and Dunn gets up to 6th. Continuing his recovery drive. Oh, problem for Rotoma Miata. The driver in the race lead has got a problem, and he very nearly stopped Fornaroli, and that is such a shame. He's out. Rotoma Miata, after leading, he's gone. Okay, due to the failure of Miata, it's bunched everyone up. Here goes Alex Dunn on Pepe Marti, all the way round, and that is some move. In a race-off, great moves by him. He's adding another one to the list. Alex Dunn, P4 in the order now. Leo Fornaroli looking to attack. Another Formula 3 champion, and they're wheel-to-wheel heading down towards the braking zone. Fornaroli sends it up the inside, and now they find themselves even as we hit another DRS zone. Fornaroli's got it. He's got the inside line, and Leonardo Fornaroli takes the lead of the race. Great move from the Italian, who gets past Victor Martins, who drops down to 2nd place in the race. Watch this. He's basically gonna send it up the inside. Martins will try go to the middle. Fornaroli's there, and him just being existent really on the apex meant that Martins was never going to get a good line, and now it's a drag race with DRS for Fornaroli. It was always going to be his place. Here comes Alex Dunn. After all of the drama that he has had in this race, by the time we get to around half race distance, he's now trying to go on the attack and make his move, and he's going to 2nd. What a drive from Alex Dunn. From the disappointment at turn 1, from the disappointment of turn 3 I should say, to, well, the celebrations of turn 1 in this race, he is making it work in such a great way. Can Sebastian Montoya now attack Enrico Deal? They're together as they leave turn 3. They're not together anymore, are they? Montoya way ahead. Leo Fornaroli looking in the mirrors. Alex Dunn trying to go round the outside into turn 1, but I think he might have to wait and just be traditional for once and try and do it in a normal way as to what everyone else has had to do mostly this race long. And Alex Dunn inching ahead, and Dunn takes the lead on lap number 21. He hits the front of the field and now is our newest race leader today. Can he stay there? Can he keep it there for the remaining laps of this race? Does Fornaroli have a chance to fight back? Got close into the braking zone, didn't he? Leo Fornaroli with DRS, the rear wing open. Our camera's waiting for them to get there. Who's going to be getting there in the lead? It appears like Fornaroli's got it for the moment, but Alex Dunn will have better traction off the corner, and the Rodin Motorsport driver will inch back ahead. But now, DRS open once again for Fornaroli. He has to pick a route, left or right. It's going to be inside line, it's going to be right. in terms of driver's view, and it's going to be still the pair, wheel to wheel. What entertainment the crowd are getting! They're leading two, side by side, and Leonardo Fornaroli is going to sweep by to take the lead once more. This is lap after lap of battling, and if you thought Alex Dunn was going to get it done and pull away, you're wrong. Here he comes into the first turn. He's loving this move. He's done it once more. He's got past, but now you know what's coming next. So he's got DRS. That's critical. But can Fornaroli remain close for an attack? Possibly into the braking zone. Not quite. Okay. Here we go. Climbing uphill. Turn 2's the little kick. Turn 3's the braking zone. That is where Fornaroli's aiming to make the move. He's behind at the detection zone, he's ahead into the corner, and now, as they make their way by, onto the straight, it's DRS for Fornaroli. It's the lead for Leo Fornaroli, but Alex Dunn is very much within the wheel track still. Can he shape for a move? Can he be late on the brakes? No, not quite. The DRS, and when you get it, is so important. Fornaroli looking to defend from Alex Dunn, but not being successful in that. Dunn takes the lead, but now Fornaroli with DRS open will look to try and fight back. What a scrap this is for the lead, and Fornaroli's back ahead, and keep an eye on Victor Martins as well. They're 3 wide heading down to the braking zone. Very nearly contact made, and now Martins is on the back foot. Battle for third, battle for the lead is coming alive in Formula 2. What else did you expect here at the Red Bull Ring? Dunn has the lead, Fornaroli second, and Pepe Martins going up to third as well. Let's take a look. On board from Victor Martins. This race was had so much battling for the lower positions. Now having the scrap of the season in the battle for the win. And Victor Martins tried to make a double overtake. Doesn't get that. Doesn't even get one. Instead loses a place. That's how it works in Formula 2. What a scary moment this would have been for Dunn. Fornaroli gets ahead. Martins to the inside. 3 wide up. 1 point, and Alex Dunn is able to get the power down and is able to take P1. As I said earlier, the DRS proving to be so important. On board, closer, closer, closer. Is there the chance? Not yet. And he's being patient about this. It's not the last lap of the race where you're going to absolutely send it in yet. Not got to that territory, and now Fornaroli is waiting though, and when there is one bit of a chance, the racing driver spirit is always going to send you through, and Leo Fornaroli hits the front once again. And this is not a battle that Fornaroli expected today. He didn't expect to be battling a car that was sideways that he would have seen in front of him on the opening lap. Okay, let's take a look at a replay. This was Victor Martins fighting away as we had a few lockups ahead. This is Martins fighting his way back past Pepe Martin. That is quite a good job to reinstate the order that we basically had earlier on in the race. Over the line we go, down the start-finish straight. It's going to be wheel to wheel, and Fornaroli is going to be side by side, but he gets over the curb, and Alex Dunn inches ahead, and Alex Dunn takes the lead. Fornaroli's got DRS, Marty and Martins, both battling for third. Montoya is in there, Cordial could be in there as well in that battle in a few moments time, but for now, it is the battle for the lead that takes centre stage, and Alex Dunn is going to have the advantage as he now has DRS down this straight, and it should mean that he's able to keep the lead for just a little bit longer. So should we take a look at Sebastian Montoya? So he did end up getting past the car. So he did end up taking a place. I mentioned keep an eye on him because they were all like kind of battling ahead. So there was always going to be a chance, and you know, Martins has no DRS. Montoya's like, yep, I'll have a bit of that on the outside line. So he's behind at the detection zone. That means he'll get DRS down this straight. We're looking from behind. Brilliant work by the gallery down there, and showing us that he'll make his way through. Alex Dunn and Leo Fornaroli, the two names that we're constantly mentioning today, and they're about to get another mention because they're basically level into the braking zone. I couldn't quite tell whether they were both putting on the brakes to make sure that the other driver got there first so they could get the DRS. Alex Dunn wasn't successful in that. It's Leo Fornaroli who's trying to get to the inside line, and they're very nearly 3 wide. Fornaroli makes the move. Alex Dunn keeps his foot in. Pepe Martin's arriving on the scene, the driver who has the fastest lap of the race. And he's very much watching the two battle ahead into turn number 6. This is fantastic between the two of them. And Alex Dunn with the inside line. Can he finally take the lead? No, he was on the inside curb. And it's Leonardo Fornaroli, the reigning Formula 3 champion, who finds himself with the advantage and leads us down to turn number 9. But the question is, for how much longer can he do it? Oh, they're all over the curb, making their way through the end of the lap. And now, Fornaroli is going to have to absolutely check the mirrors very soon. Does Dunn make the move into the fast turn? No. Sits in behind. Patience is very much there, but I don't know if it will for long, because this is lap 36 out of 40. Anything is possible. And we've got a battle with a whole train of cars at the front. Is Fornaroli going to make the corner? Just about. He was very much wide and deep. He did make the corner. He has got the lead. But now, Alex Dunn's going to have a chance to try and give this Austrian crowd more. Oh no, he's on the grass. He's on the grass. He's gone for the most craziest move that we could have ever had in Formula 2. And he's going to make it work. Alex Dunn. The gloves are actually off now. We're in the final laps. It is absolutely game on. I cannot believe what I've just seen. There was no room on the inside line. He made room, and he somehow has ended up in the lead. This is ridiculous. I was saying that the Austrian crowd was about to get another moment of celebration because of how much racing they're getting. Okay, lap 38 out of 40. Game on at the front. Fornaroli's this time the one who is very much going tight to the apex to get himself into the lead. But Alex Dunn did that tactically because he knew that Fornaroli would always have a compromised line, and it's Dunn who exits ahead. Fornaroli's now got the rear wing open. Can he be the one who does the brilliance on the inside into turn 4 this time around? He's inching ahead. He's got a full car length in there. Alex Dunn, though, will keep his foot in, surely, but can he? Or will Fornaroli get a whole car length in front? He will, but Dunn's gonna straight away come for that inside line, but he can't do anything. What a battle! Oh, Dunn's on the gravel, but he hangs on to it. Gabriele Mini. This is what happened with him, looking for the outside line. So he's got his teammate Sebastian Montoya ahead. This was him sailing by on Victor Martins, who is fading down at the moment, isn't he? It's not going his way, this race. But he still was brave, still kept his foot in. And well, found himself still running alongside. There you go, you finally can see him in shot. That's how even it was between the pair for so long that we couldn't even see. It's like, where is he? But no, he's straight to the side. We're on to the final lap of the race, and Alex Dunn looking to try and give us the bravest move that we have ever seen. But it's Fornaroli versus Alex Dunn, and all of the drivers in behind waiting to pick up the scraps. Alex Dunn goes off the road in his pursuit of the lead, but he finds the inside line, heading down towards turn number 3, and they get super close to contact. It is absolutely all to play for. Fornaroli's got the advantage, Dunn's got the DRS, and Alex Dunn, I think, is just going to have it with the inside line. It's been so important across the previous 39 laps today, but Fornaroli is not going to give this one up, and Alex Dunn takes the lead. Alex Dunn leads us on the final lap of the race, lap 40 out of 40. He has gone wheel to wheel with Leonardo Fornaroli. He had the contact with his teammate to start the race. But did you think it was going to affect Dunn? He made the overtakes, he got himself to the front, he gave us entertainment at its finest to enjoy. He got the job done in the end, and Alex Dunn will make his way round the final corner, and he will win the feature race at Austria. It's Alex Dunn on top. Leo Fornaroli is second, and Pepe Marti takes third, and the final spot on the podium.
Well done, mate. Well done. Oh, let's go!
And that is what you call entertainment. Alex Dunn, giving his nation something to smile about, giving Rodin something to smile about, giving McLaren something to smile about, and every single Formula 2 fan who viewed this race. It's Alex Dunn who wins and beats Leonardo Fornaroli and Jose Maria Martin. Third for him. Sebastian Montoya is fourth, and then Gabriele Mini. Victor Martins, Kush Maini, Oliver Goethe, and the final points went to Henry Cordeal and Jack Crawford. And that is the opening page. 25 points racked up for the win. Marty gets a bonus point as well for the fastest lap. We still award that in Formula 2. Stanek, Villagomez, Dirksen, Bennett, Lindblad, Esterson, Browning, Shields, Biganovic, and Sami Megatuniv find themselves next in the order. And then it was Richard Rashaw and our only retirement, the man who would have loved to have fought for the win in the end, but retired, Ritomo Miata.